Hello, hello. This is your friend, encouraging leader Michael Jones, and I want to come with you and share with you regularly, but not daily, some things that I really want to use to encourage you. Now, over the last 3 to 5 years, I have really discovered that my major life's purpose is to encourage other people. The thing that I love to do most, no matter what I'm doing, is my job, which I love my job that I have right now, and I share that openly. Is I really like to encourage people, and I got this idea from a quote by a guy named Charlie Tremendous Jones. And the quote says, "You'll be the same person you are today 5 years from now, except for the books you read and the people that you meet." Now, over the last 3 to 5 years, I've read some really life-changing books and I've met some amazing people. And so what I want to do is share some of the things that I've learned with you along the way, regularly, not daily, and in brief, hopefully actionable chunks so that you can apply that and hopefully be encouraged and get some value and some benefit from that too. So what I want to do is share with you over hopefully a good long time the books you read and the people you meet. So I want to start with one of the books that was the most impactful to me. And I actually read this book through a book club that I'm still in. And the book is called The Go-Giver by Bob Burg and John David Mann. And I often forget to give John David Mann credit in this book along with Bob Burg. And Bob Burg is quick to make sure to point out that he is a co-author. So The Go-Giver by Bob Burg and John David Mann. And the concept of the book, or the overview of the book, is a guy named Joe meets with several different people who share the wisdom, a lot of it of a guy named Pindar, who really changes his life. And the wisdom is boiled down into the 5 laws of stratospheric success. And I want to share with you the first law today, and I really want to encourage you to read the book for yourself because you're missing out on a lot of the things by just getting what I'm sharing. But I do want to share with you the actionable things from it. But the first law of stratospheric success is the law of value. Now, the law of value says that your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. So again, the law of value, your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. And really quickly, just a couple of things about that is you see nowhere in there about your income. Now we will talk, or I will talk in the next few days about your income and in the law of compensation, but the law of value has nothing to do with income. A great business or a great person delivers unbelievable value when you focus on giving value as a way of life, and from that, the money will flow. And I want you to think back about times when you've had a coaching or a transaction or a business transaction when you've exchanged money to somebody for something or service. And if you have an experience where you've been underwhelmed by that person, if they've delivered the bare minimum, like if you've had a contract for coaching, or if you've had a contract for to buy a new car, or even to buy a lunch or something like that. If you're given the bare minimum, that's what's expected from that transaction. And you might be left feeling satisfied from it, but not completely underwhelmed or overwhelmed. It was just something that's neutral. You may actually feel like you didn't get the value that you gave in that transaction, and you kind of feel cheated. You may have had times when you've tried to learn a new skill, or you've done something new where you expected a lot. There was a lot of hype from somebody. And when you actually paid for that service, you didn't get what you expected out of that based on the expectations that were hyped up and inflated about that. Now, on the other hand, if you have an experience with somebody, even if there's no money exchanged, if you have something where there's a conversation between two people and somebody else gives extreme value, if they really just give and give and give, and if you think about the sales process, if you're in a process when you're going to look at a new car or a house, or even if it's not a big ticket item, if you're going to have something where you buy something new, if you're in a discussion, in a relationship where that person really exchanges value, gets to know you, delivers so much more to you, then that experience is going to be worth so much more to you. So on the other end of that, by giving extreme value, you really add more to yourself and to other people. And you can apply that every single day when you go to your job by thinking about not the compensation that you get out of the things that you do, but the value that you add to the people that you serve. And I've heard it said before that everybody is in sales, and that's probably true. Even if you're a nurse or a doctor or a construction worker or whatever that is, think about what you can do to add extreme value in those situations you're in. What would you do and what would your life be different, or how would your life be different if you went out each day, if you went and lived each day and each transaction thinking from a different perspective about how you can add value to the person that's sitting across from you, either physically or virtually. So I want to just share with you today the law of value. Now I'll come back on other days with much more content, and hopefully if you are added value by what I'm sharing here, share this with other people and make a comment to me so that I can know to keep going. But my definite life's purpose is to encourage others, and I want to do this just as a way to encourage you and hopefully change your life as I'm doing it. So have a great day. Thank you for your time.